Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Cruiser. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be talking about rude behavior on a cruise ship. Now, have you ever experienced rude behavior on a cruise ship? I've seen it being done, but not to myself, thank goodness. So let's take a look at some of the rudeness that can happen on a cruise ship, or basically anywhere, but has happened on cruise ships. And this is in no particular order. Number one, arriving late to the shows. And these are like the production shows that are going on. Have you ever been in there sitting down and people walking in? The show's already started. They're walking down the front row of the theater, disrupting the performers, disrupting the people trying to watch the show. They're standing there looking around for a seat. Don't do this. This is very rude. If you are late to the show, go to the next one. There's usually one or more going on a night, or you can see it the next night. Don't do this. It is very, very rude. Also, if you're sitting in the front of the theater, don't leave early. That's very rude to do that, and that disrupts the performers and other people because you're walking out. If you think it's a show you're not going to like, just don't go to it, or just stay there and stick it out, and don't be one of those people that, just leaves. That's very rude. Number two is getting into elevators. Please wait for the people to come out before you go in. I see this so many times. A lot of it now, I hate to say, is foreigners doing this, but they'll push themselves in, before the people are all out. And that's very rude to do. Also, if you have people sitting in a wheelchair or they have a walker and they're right in the front waiting to get in, I've seen people push in front of them out of the way and get in first. Don't do that. Just sit and wait. It takes a couple minutes. Wait for these people to get in first. And don't crowd the elevators, overcrowding. I've seen where the elevator is just packed all the way to the door, and it'll stop at a next floor, and somebody will say, oh, there's more room for us, and they'll just push their way in, and you're like sardines in there. Don't be one of those people. Wait for the next elevator or take the stairs. There's stairs all over the ship, so do that. That is just terrible to crowd in like that. Number three is being rude to crew members. Crew members work very hard, long hours, and they always keep up a very happy, cheerful disposition. So don't be mean to them. I've seen people standing there screaming at like guest services and yelling at these people and just being overall rude. There's no need to do that. Just talk in a calm, normal voice. That'll probably get you more anyway than just screaming at them. Don't complain about every little thing. If it's not some major thing, just enjoy your vacation. Number four is don't take advantage of your status. Now, I've read a bunch of comments about passengers that have higher status, like gold or platinum, not gold, but diamond or platinum, thinking that they're entitled and they should get everything and anything they want. I've heard about them flaunting their status to other passengers and making demands of cruise members. I heard recently of one lady that was in the Diamond Lounge. It's only allowed for Diamond members where they could get some food and snacks. And every time someone walked in there, she would ask them, are you a Diamond member? Well, you don't belong in here if you're not. She has no business patrolling that area. Let the crew members do that. You've got a higher status. That's wonderful. You worked hard taking those cruises to get to that status, but don't flaunt it. Don't put it in people's face. We're happy that you got it, but just keep it to yourself. Number five is chair hogs. Have you ever tried to get a chair at the pool and all you see is chairs? They're empty, but they have a towel on them or they have a book sitting there, but no people. And then you sit there, you finally find a chair somewhere, and you're watching these chairs, and no one shows up at all, or people show up like 3 hours later. Well, these are chair hogs. What these people do, they wake up very, very early in the morning, They go down there and they put a towel or a book on the chair or chairs. A lot of them are holding for a whole group, like a whole big family that's on there, and they hold all these chairs. Then they go back to bed or they go to breakfast and they come back like 3 hours, 4 hours later to sit in these chairs. Don't do that. Don't be one of these people that do that. The chairs should be first come, first serve. You need to be sitting in that chair. So, if you want to wake up early yourself and go there and sit in a chair, then you can do that. But you need to be in the chair. A lot of cruise lines now are monitoring this, and after so many minutes, they are picking up those items and they are taking them off the chair. I do have a video coming up about chair hogs. That'll probably be my next video coming out. So stay tuned for that. That tells you how to avoid chair hogs and what to do. So number 6 is dining room etiquette. Now this in particular is what I've heard a lot of people say they hear. I myself haven't. I'd really be grossed out by it. But don't blow your nose at the table into your cloth napkin. Ew, that is gross. That is really, really gross and bad etiquette. Think of the crew member that has to clean that napkin. Just excuse yourself, go use the restroom, blow your nose there. So please don't do that in public. Number 7 is children. Now this is parents that don't watch their children and just let them run wherever they want, do whatever they want, running up and down the halls, screaming, yelling, running around areas of the ships, disturbing passengers. I saw one little boy, I don't know, he must have been like 8, 9, 10. He was hunting by himself, no parents around, nobody around, for ducks. And he was going up to people, like looking under their chairs that they're sitting on, trying to look for ducks, and just wandering himself. Don't let your kids be out there wandering by themselves. It's a cruise ship, but it's not always safe. Things do happen on cruise ships. So just take control of your children. They can have a wonderful time. They can go play in the kids' areas and scream and yell there and get their energy out. They can go to the pool, the kids' pool areas, and have fun. But don't let them have where other people are like maybe reading a book or trying to have some quiet time and they're running and screaming and running in and out of the chairs. Just be polite, don't let them wander. Number 8 is buffet. Now at the buffet, the first thing you should do is wash your hands at those washing stations right before you enter. Buffets are germ magnets. I don't even eat at buffets because they're so gross to me. If you think of the thousands of people on that ship that are all using the same serving ladle or utensil to get their food, all the people that are up there coughing into the food, people that are picking up food with their hands, it's just really gross to me. So wash your hands. They have those stations right when you go in. Wash your hands when you go in, wash your hands when you come out. Especially people that have a cold or something and they're wiping their nose and then they're picking up those ladles with their hands, and hardly anybody washes their hands at those stations. I've seen them and nobody uses them. Even if you think, oh, I went to my cabin, I just washed my hands, I'm okay. Well, maybe on your way down, you've stopped at the shops, you've picked up items and looked at them, you're pressing those elevator buttons, you're using handrails, your hands are not clean again. So the first thing is just wash your hands to keep everybody safe and keep these neuroviruses under control because right now they're rampant on the ships. The second thing at the buffets is don't cut in line in front of other people. And don't pick food out of the buffet and start eating it while you're standing there in line. Just don't do that, people. Another thing is, for example, they just put out a tray of fresh bacon. Have you ever seen these people walk up and they take like the whole tray of bacon because they're taking it back for family members and then there's none left? Don't take all the food at once that they've just put out. Leave some for other guests. You can come back again if you need more. The buffets, one night, late at night, my son went to the buffet to get a sandwich made or something. And he saw a drunk guy there with his head in a soup tureen, like almost licking it. So this is why I say, Buffets are germ magnets, germs, germs, germs. So one other thing with the buffet is if the buffet is really crowded, excuse me, and people are looking for a place to sit, don't sit there after eating and just chatting away or playing cards or knitting, or whatever else. Please get up and let other people use those chairs. There's other places on the ship all around where you can sit and chat or play cards or knit or read. But just give other people the courtesy of finding a table. And number 9 is being loud in cabin hallways. Now this is normally late at night or early in the morning when you're trying to sleep. People are coming back real late or real early from like the nightclubs. They've had too much to drink. They're yelling, they're hollering, they're hooting and hollering, they're giggling, they're maybe running, and it really disrupts, the people trying to sleep. So just don't go down the halls being like that. Another thing is smoking. Now, there are designated areas to smoke in, but some people think they can smoke wherever they want. So this is really rude to passengers that may be allergic to smoke, really can't breathe in smoke for lung conditions or other reasons. Smoke only in these designated areas, and don't try to sneak and smoke on your balcony. The people in the rooms next to you smell it, it travels, and it is not allowed to smoke on your balcony for safety reasons. If you catch that ship on fire, that's a really bad situation. So just follow the rules and have a nice time. Another thing I've heard about is stealing or moving people's door magnets. Now, have you seen those little magnets that people put on their outside cabin doors? It might be cruise related or maybe a birthday or anniversary, or they're celebrating their team, football team, and they put them on their doors. Well, I've heard that people are stealing these or they're moving them to other people's door. We woke up one morning, we're leaving for breakfast, and we had some football thing on our door that was not ours. So I know people, they either love those magnets, they hate those magnets, they don't want the magnets. It doesn't matter to me. It's not bothering me. It's not hurting me. If they want to put magnets on their door, that's just fine. Just leave them alone. They brought these, just leave the decorations alone. And I think that's about it for what I have. There are some other rude things that, I think they're so petty, I'm not even going to go into. But have you had any rude things happening to you on a cruise ship or seen anything? There are rude people and unhappy people all the time. I see a lot of that, just grouchy, not happy people. You're on a cruise. Enjoy your vacation. It's a wonderful time. You don't have any reason to be grouchy or grumpy. You've got entertainment and food, ports of call. Just have a wonderful time and enjoy it. Feel lucky that you are able to go on a cruise and have a great time. I want to thank you all for stopping by today, and I hope you come back again for more videos. Like I said, the Chair Hog video is coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. And everybody have a wonderful day, and thank you for coming to my channel, The Golden Cruiser. Bye for now.